Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, question is, I filed a petition for my fiancée from Jamaica,
Right.
and I have a final interview next week Thursday. I was the one that did the affidavit of support, but about 2 weeks ago, I lost my job. Now, how does that affect me?
Well, the reality is everything's already submitted, and I don't think the embassy is going to know that you lost your job. But if they do find out that you lost your job, you'll have to give a second affidavit of support for somebody else. But everything's already been submitted. So when she comes up to America and you go to file her adjustment, you'll probably need a second affidavit of support.
That's true. You will.
No, she's already here. Now. We're going to do the final interview next week. I already done the adjustment paper, everything.
I thought she was at the embassy. So she's already come up on the fiancé visa. Now you're going for now you're going for your interview and you lost your job. What I would do then at that point is have a friend or family member give a second affidavit of support, bring it with you, okay? And if they ask you for an updated job letter or they ask you anything about your work or if they even ask you if anything has changed on this application, I don't want you to lie. You tell the truth, and then you're going to say, well, I lost my job 2 weeks ago, but I brought this second affidavit of support from somebody else, and with that is their tax returns and job letter, so everything is good either way.
All right.
All right, thank you, man.
All right? Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, Brad.
Yes.
Brad.
Yes.
I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
I just want to know if you can prove that you were physically present in the United States in 2000. If there's a possibility you could adjust your status.
If you can prove you were physically present in the United States in 2000, could you adjust your status? You're saying if you entered the country without inspection, you're talking about being grandfathered in?
Yeah, with inspection in a fraudulent way.
Okay. What you need to do two things. One, you need to show you were physically here on December 21st, 2000, but you also have to show that you were in the system before April 30th, 2001. It's not enough just to be physically here. It's physically here plus in the system by April 30th, 2001. Actually, it's May 3rd because they gave you a 3-day mail rule. So as long as you're in the system, actually, I keep saying April 3rd, but I just had a client who was May 3rd who just got turned down for a green card, and I said, no, that's wrong because there's a 3-day mail rule. So so we just got that guy his green card. So it's actually May 3rd, although everybody says April 30th.
All right.
Okay, so you have to have additional evidence then in terms of in the system, on the
right. So and when I say in the system, this is what in the system means. An I-130 visa petition was filed for you. An I-140 visa petition was filed for you. An I-360 visa petition was filed for you. You were filed as an entrepreneur who invested $1 million in a company, or you were a child under 21 of anybody who had that happen.
Right.
Well, I need to find out. I got a friend of mine whose daughter came up here when she was 11, and he was the father was a citizen. And now she's 19, and she wants to know if that makes her a citizen of this country.
Was she legally residing in the custody of the father?
Yes, he's still living with the father right now.
Yes, she's a citizen.
So what kind of paper did she need to
you fill out an N600 form.
So she fill out a form to do that form?
Right, an N600, and it gets her a certificate of citizenship. But she's been a citizen for many years.
Let me write that down. N600.
N600.
Can she do that herself?
She can try to do it herself, or she can come see me, whatever she wants.
N600. The next question.
Yes.
Can somebody marry somebody who is on disability?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Answer my both questions.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Now, let me just follow that up with a question. Okay. Is the person? Let me follow it up with a question for you. Is the person on disability going to be filing for that person?
Yes.
Okay. So then that person who's on disability, that person will probably need a second affidavit of support, but they certainly can file.
Okay.
All right.
All
right.
I'm trying to find out, is it mandatory when you file for your citizenship? Is it mandatory to show 5 years tax return?
It's not mandatory to show 5 years tax returns. What it's mandatory is that if you were employed, that you filed and paid your taxes or have a tax plan in place. If you were not working during that period of time, then you're not supposed to file taxes. You can't file taxes on income you didn't earn. You know, then if you show up and say, well, I wasn't earning any money, that's why I didn't file a tax return, the next question, the obvious question is then how did you support yourself? So be prepared to show how you supported yourself. So it's mandatory to prove you filed and paid taxes for the employment that you did. But let's say you were in school. Let's say you were laid off and your unemployment ran out and you lived with your mother and your mother took care of you. I don't know, whatever the situation may be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, because I want to file for my citizenship, but I, to be honest with you, I haven't had any tax return to show for the last 5 years.
All right, then
and everybody is telling me that's one of the things that you have to show.
Then you're going to need to come in to see me, and you're going to need to come in and also see my associate Sean Shee. Okay, and what Sean Shee can do is you did not get any W-2s, I assume, correct?
No.
Right.
No,
So you were an independent contractor, and I'm reading between the lines, and tell me if I'm wrong. Is you were an independent contractor? You haven't filed a tax return in the last 5 years, and you'd like to get that straightened out, and you'd also like to file for your citizenship, and at the same time not have it cost you $100,000. So what you would need to do is the first thing you would need to do is come see Sean Shee at my office. He's in my tax debt department. He can put back your back taxes. We had a guy who had to pay back 7 years' taxes. He owed the U.S. government over $50,000, and then Sean Shee had it wiped away, and he only owed him $20 a month for, I think he had to pay $20 a month for 3 years, wiped away from $50,000. So that was $600 a year for 3 years, $1,800. That's what it ended up costing the guy.
You can just put that on automatic deduction.
Exactly. That wasn't even 600. It was 20. It was $150. 100 and whatever. I'm bad at math. 120, 140, 160 a month. $160 a month. So it actually cost him $470, I think, over 3 years or something.
So before I even try to get the
right. So don't do this. Right.
I need to straighten that out.
You need to straighten out your taxes, and the best person to do it is Sean Shee at my office. What he does is he'll put together your taxes, and then he's going to demonstrate to the IRS, if this is the case. I mean, we're not going to lie, obviously, but assuming this is the case, he demonstrates to the IRS that after all your other expenses are paid, you don't have the money to pay your taxes. And if we can demonstrate that to the IRS is going to wipe your tax debt away. They're not going to try to collect it. And it doesn't. And you know what the beautiful thing about this all is?
What?
It doesn't affect your credit rating whatsoever. People are always scared to come see Sean because they're like, oh, I don't want to ruin my credit rating. I don't want to, I don't want to have. I want to be able to get my house or buy my car or whatever it is. But this doesn't. This doesn't affect your credit rating. So give us a call. Let us see what we can do with your taxes. And then once we straighten out your taxes, then we'll do your citizenship.
I have one more quick question. I have a green card that is it was an old green card from like 1988 that doesn't have an expiration date.
That's fine.
Now, can I still travel on that,
Yep.
even though it doesn't look like me?
You can travel on it. They're going to hassle you when you come back, so maybe you want to just renew it then, especially if it's a little picture of you as a kid.
I never got into any kind of trouble or anything like that.
Then renew your green card, and that way you don't have any problem.
Because it does not, it doesn't have an expiration date,
Right.
but it definitely doesn't look like me.
Right. Yeah. So then I would renew it. Because they're going to give you a problem. I mean, they'll let you in. It's not like you're not going to be let in, but who wants the hassle at the airport?
Okay. I have a felony. I have 2 felonies on my record. Aggravated stalking and aggravated assault. I want to know if those are deportable offenses or I can travel with those felonies on my back.
Those are
Stalking?
aggravated stalking. I guess that's a higher level of harassment. Okay. Those are deportable offenses, and I would not travel until you come see me with your green card and the 2 dispositions, and we can talk about it in greater detail. But certainly, it is deportable, it's inadmissible, and they can stop you.
Okay, even if both of them were withheld adjudication.
What state was this?
Florida.
In Florida. You bring me in your dispositions, and then we'll see what it looks like.
Right.
All right.
Best thing to do.
Okay.
All right.
All right.